The girl found her young cousin in the living room. About to go outside, she looked back at the kitchen and remembered how noisy her cousin usually was. A terrible thought crossed her mind. 5 minutes later, she went upstairs and found her cousin climbing over the edge of the pool. Seeing that her cousin was about to fall into the water, the girl smiled. Just at that critical moment, her aunt discovered the child. Her uncle also came running when he heard the noise. She blamed the man for being irresponsible, but her uncle was puzzled. He had clearly placed the child in the baby crib, no matter how he tried to explain. The woman angrily carried the child away. The man noticed something else. There was a snack by the edge of the pool. This puzzled him greatly. He remembered that the snack had been placed in the kitchen. What was even stranger was that the door lock had been opened. When evening came, the family sat down to dinner. Their adopted niece, Daisy, was doted on by her aunt and uncle. But today, strange things kept happening. As soon as her aunt left the table, Daisy asked about their relationship. Her uncle replied that there was no problem, but such an obvious probe made her uncle suspicious. The next day, Daisy went to school. When she got out of the car, she saw a poster. Her aunt said it was the new school her uncle had found for her. Daisy realized something was wrong. Could her uncle be suspicious of her? Though she was unhappy inside, she still pretended to be happy. However, today's troubles didn't end there. The teacher introduced a new classmate. But strangely, from the moment the new classmate sat down at the desk, they seemed to be targeting Daisy, constantly fixing their gaze on her. This made Daisy feel strange. When it came to dance class, Daisy was replaced by the teacher because her movements were extremely stiff due to her physical condition. Sitting on the sidelines, she was furious. She still had to compete for the cheerleading captain position. Was the substitute going to ruin her plans? Thinking of this, she became even more angry. When dance class ended, the substitute greeted her cheerfully, and she still had to pretend to be happy. This gave Daisy an idea. The next day, she went to the substitute's house. Looking at the cute dog, her eyes became determined. She took the dog to the forest, pulled out a dagger, and the dog became the first victim. But she didn't expect that. Her uncle, while tidying up the room, accidentally discovered the dagger. This was clearly one of his collectibles, so he called Daisy over, and, using the importance of her studies as an excuse, enrolled her in another school. The school had beautiful scenery and a full faculty, and it also provided accommodation. This made Daisy unhappy, and she clenched the orange tightly, but she still put on a happy face and thanked them both. When she returned to her bedroom, she realized that the knife had been taken. This was no simple matter, but blind anger wasn't her style. She went to the vanity table and quickly came up with a new plan.